This is a repair of a lawnmower that I got for free off of Nextdoor, the Nextdoor app. This lady was selling a couple of mowers. This is the best one. The other one is pretty torn up. This is a Troybilt self-propelled. I've taken the vanity cover off. Here's what the model is. It's a tb230 725EX 163cc engine. So it's about a $400 mower. And she gave it away because she was cleaning out. Obviously it didn't run, but it's in good shape and now it runs perfectly. So this is a free mower, and had to do a few things to it. Obviously, as they cut grass with it when the grass was wet, which is a mistake. So we've got a lot of grass buildup in here. The other thing I got to do, you could see all the cord and grass and everything wound around the crankshaft, so that's got to come off. The other thing I've already done on this mower is it was missing the long screws with the plastic head and knob that runs through here and down into a square nut that slides in right there. It was missing the nut and the knobs on both sides. They did have this screw in here stabilizing the handle. This one was missing completely. And over time, probably from being used by a right-handed person, the handle had jammed down in here, and so it was lopsided with this corner of the handle down here and this one up in the correct position. So I had to figure out how to move this piece out. And so a lot of people don't know this, but the handle here goes into the deck and protrudes out into the area where the grass is cut. And if it slides down in there too far, it can actually hit the blade. So it wasn't that far. You can see where it used to be. I've already made the repair, and I thought I'd show you guys how I did that. This is the end of the handle, and it comes out. If you push it down far enough, it protrudes out into the deck, like I said. And this one it was down sticking out about that far. Not enough to hit the blade, but out of balance. So, and I tried pulling on this thing, pulling this way to get it to slide out. I sprayed WD-40 in here, and you can see there's an opening here, so I sprayed some in there, and obviously I sprayed it on the bottom there, WD-40 around there, and then I tried pulling some more, and pulling. Nothing worked. So finally, what I decided I had to do is take this knob off. By doing that, I freed up this slot, or made it accessible. This big slot right there. And then once I did that, I was able to take a very large screwdriver after removing this knob and this knob, so these two pieces separated. Then I could get to this big slot with a screwdriver coming in this way, and then I would, by using leverage, turn the screwdriver, and this whole piece then rotates around and around. By doing that, I was able to free this up enough with the WD-40 and stuff to where I could just pull on this slowly with some effort and get this thing to finally slide out this way to expose the little hole. It looks like this, looks like that hole, but it's down here. And the screw if I had the knob, would fit right in there, and the big rubber part of the knob would stick up here. But I don't have that piece, so I'm just using a long screw with a 3/8 head and a 7/16 nut inserted there with a pair of pliers, pair of needle nose pliers. And so I was able to repair this handle. So now this handle is stable and it's not sticking down into the deck. I've got it stabilized with a screw here, the screw that came on the mower right there. And so that repair has been made. What I need to do now is get this blade off and clean out all this gunk. And I thought I would show you sometimes what you have to do is you have to, because what will happen is this will get up under the belt and possibly throw it off. If you get enough of this stuff up in there, you can tear up your main seal and then create an oil leak. So this all has to come off. So let's get the blade off. I wanted to show you the device I use for this. It's a homemade. It's a piece of a 2x4 and a 1x. And then I have a long screw on a spring, which kind of helps grab it, helps to kind of pinch together. I still have to hold it, but it gives me some assistance. And I drill that all the way through there and then put a little nut on there. And then I use a C-clamp, and I get more than enough oomph there where it's not going to move. I've got the brake and kill switch engaged, so you can't pull the cord on this mower, but you can turn the blade, which is what I need to do. So that's there. And so it's impacting the 2x4, and it's not going to budge. I need to hit that with a wire brush a couple of times, because this is not a deep. It's not deep. It's very shallow because they make this so it doesn't stick too far down to hit the turf. So you don't want to mess this up by stripping this, because there's not a lot to work with here. So I don't recommend using an impact wrench on these. I use a breaker bar and slowly turn it. And what I'm looking for is my 5/8. I'm looking for my 5/8 socket. Let's see, this is probably it. Oh, that's 9/16. I think this may be it. So, okay, so there's my 5/8 socket. And I need to get my breaker bar. That's this big old guy right here. You can get these at Harbor Freight. And this gives you tremendous amount of leverage to get this off. And I'm using one hand on this because I'm photographing with the other, and you can see how much leverage I've got there. It begins to come off. After I get it loose enough, I can just use my finger, see? And now this will come off. Okay. Now this blade should just pop off now. There we go. And the adapter is in good shape. So let's look at the blade. Definitely needs to be sharpened. Let's see if there's any warp in it. By holding it to the edge of this table. I don't see any problems with this blade, but sometimes when you put them flat, on the table. You may notice some. I need to get a little metal piece to elevate this blade like that. Now I put the blade on here and see if I try to wiggle this, move this, it doesn't really move. The blade doesn't wobble when I push on this side. If I push down here, another movement, push down here, no movement. No, okay, so that's all good. And then just using my finger, the very top edge of that lift is just above the index knuckle. And I do the same thing over here, and it's just above the index knuckle. So this blade has not been twisted. It appears undamaged. It's just dull. And the way to check that, so you got to elevate it by getting off the table. That's 2 stacks of steel there, 1/4 inch steel. And so now I can check this blade, see if it's damaged, and it's not. So the next step, which will be in the next video, is to get all that stuff off of there. And I may be able to get a lot of it off by removing it here. Oh, that's good. Look at that. See that? That adapter's loose. Sometimes those get rusted on there. And the belt is kind of holding it in place. So that's all good signs. But I got to get that stuff off of there and clean up underneath. If I can't get this stuff removed just by going in here with some needle nose pliers like this, and then you get a pocket knife and start cutting, being careful not to, get it anywhere close to the belt, and get that off of there. If I can't do that easily, and I end up having to remove this plastic piece here, I'll put that on the video, the next video. But hopefully when you come back, that wasn't necessary, and I was able to get it off here just using some needle nose pliers and a pocket knife or something like that. And then all this built up grass will be gone as well. So stay tuned, and we'll see what kind of progress we make on this mower. But I already know it's good. It starts, it runs, the self-propelled works. So it's a free mower that's probably worth about $300 if you're $400 really if you buy it new at the store. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Please comment. I always appreciate your thoughts and comments.